the Nixieworks Lightfighter belt kit. Let's do a review on that. Welcome to the Patriot Training YouTube channel. My name is Clay Howell. I'm the owner and head firearms instructor at Patriot Training. The purpose of this video is to review the Nixieworks Lightfighter LBE belt kit. Let's see what it does well, what it doesn't do well. Let's answer some questions. Let's go over some pros and some cons, and let's get to it. First off, I must point out that the Nixieworks Lightfighter rig that I purchased was in the two-tone color. This was to go with olive drab, M81 woodland, and tiger stripe camo that I prefer. I ordered the size in a waist size of 34 to 36. I also added 2 classic GP pouches that were 2 wide, 2 classic GP pouches that were 3 wide, and 2 triple 5.56 pouches. From the Nixieworks website, many light infantry doctrines subscribe to the concept of a first, second, and third line. The operator wears his first line essentials at all times. On top of that, he wears a rig containing his fighting load. That's his second line. Finally, he carries sleep and sustainment gear in a rucksack, and that is the third line. But the third line rucksack is heavy and bulky, and is often tried and true doctrine to ditch this rucksack and the contents before or during a fight. But we asked, what if your third line was lightweight enough, well integrated enough, that there was no need to ditch it? This is the core concept behind our Lightfighter rig. By replacing the rucksack with a lumbar pack integrated into the second line and pairing it with a 6-point suspender harness for a comfortable ride, our rig allows the user to carry his third line equipment without the mobility sacrifice of carrying an entire rucksack. All right, let's look at what I keep in my pouches. First, for the straps, you can see that I keep my Ranger beads, and that's a good place to store my gloves. Moving on, and we'll move from my right to left, the first pouch is the triple 5.56 mag pouch. You can see that I have 3 mags in there. You can put those in either configuration, either side to side or front to back. It doesn't really matter. The Nixieworks also includes some Velcro hook and loop there, as well as the buckle to close it down. Secondly, you can see where I keep that pistol. That's stored in a AR-15 mag pouch that I applied. It's a little difficult to reholster sometimes, but you're never in a race to reholster it, no worries. And the pouch in front of that is going to be my commander's pouch. I keep some tools in there like a flashlight, multi-tool, binoculars, pen and paper, things of that sort. Maybe even some twine, because you never know when you need to tie something up or lash something together. That's in one of those 2 wide GP pouches. Moving to the next pouch, this is purely a convenience pouch. I use this to store my poncho. Nothing else, just the poncho in this pouch. Fills it up nice and full, and yet it does not add a lot of weight. I'm carrying the poncho anyways as part of my cover kit, so might as well put it by itself. On the back, you can see my name. I have a Nalgene 1-liter bottle. Let's open up the pack and see what all's in here. It's got that layer on top to keep it water resistant. Of course, I've got the Wooby there. Some more cordage, because you never know what you need to tie together. Some socks, of course. That's my fire kit. Rifle cleaning kit. More cordage, because you always need cordage. Tape, and of course, some water purification tablets. Pretty easy to put these things back inside as well. I like to stuff the Wooby around the edges so it fills up the entirety of the pack and gives it a more rounded shape. Also helps to protect the contents inside against getting bumped. Cinch this down, remove the excess air, and then I can strap the top back down. I put my name on it so that A, I can remember who I am, and B, the person who's patrolling behind me can remember who I am as well. Here you can see a steel canteen and a nesting cup. The lid is down in the bottom. Moving right along. I keep this pocket generally empty. I can throw a few sundry items in there. Right now I have a couple of pistol mag pouches and an extra knife if need be, as well as some more water purification. But I also keep that kind of as a dump pouch as well. Moving along, you can see the med kit. You can see I have the cross that I fixed on the top myself. And you can see the SAM XT tourniquet. Why? Because I want to know when my tourniquet's tight enough. There's the TX3, that tourniquet for my legs, because thick thighs save lives and I've got to have extra tourniquets for them. You can see the chest seal, gloves, and gauze for wound packing as well. Here's an Elias bandage, ready to rock and roll. Some professional grade shears. More gauze for wound packing and another pair of chest seals just in case. Hope to never need any of these materials, and I have it just in case. It's harder to repack the pouch than it is to take the items out of it, that's for sure. And then we can fold the top down nice and tidy. And moving to the final pouch, you see that I have more mags. There's my knife. There's my quick reload magazine pouch in case I need one in a hurry. And you can see the last triple mag pouch on the front. So the rig, as seen, gives me 7 magazines at the ready. Of course, I could use that dump pouch to add 5 more, and then I would have just an absolute plethora, 12 mags. Well, folks, that's a review of what all I keep in the Nixieworks Lightfighter rig. It's got a lot of space in there. Don't make the mistake. So many people make the mistake that just because they have space, they think they need to use it all. You don't have to use it all. You saw I had a whole dump pouch. And that's also helpful for our smaller people out there too. You know, I'm 6'2" and about 225 pounds. So if you're not quite as girthy as I am, you're not quite as big a fella, and you don't have as many of the big pouches on the rig as I do, you know, you still have a chance, my friends. You can carry plenty of gear with the Nixieworks, that's for certain. The first thing I'd like to do as part of this review is address some concerns that I've seen written and that 1 or 2 people have actually commented to me in person about. And that is a concern that really doesn't exist. It's folly. And that concern is this. People see the belt kit and they say, oh, it's difficult to wear a backpack with that. Well, dummy, the whole point is to replace the assault pack in the 3-line kit that you would normally have. So for something like a security patrol or something like that, the belt kit is all you need. So I wanted to address that foolishness first. And I've seen some people say, well, yeah, you get that, and then I can blend that with my other kit. Well, the whole purpose is that this should be the only kit. You throw on your belt kit, you grab your rifle, you go. That's the whole purpose of the kit to begin with. And in fairness, it mirrors the doctrine of our U.S. Armed Services for over 200 years, up until the last, say, 25, 30 years with the global war on terror. Our troops were armed with a rifle, and they were outfitted with a kit that was predominantly around the belt, had ammunition, had a small amount of sustainment, and you went from there. There are so many people that are so hell-bent and focused on having a rucksack with their gear, they think about blending or merging, and there's just no purpose in it. It defeats the whole purpose to begin with. For most patrols, for most operations, especially in a civilian world, your butt pack, which is 15.5 liters with the Nixieworks, is going to be more than adequate for anything that you need to carry on a security patrol or any other kind of a close-range patrol that you might go on. Second, and this kind of blends with the first, the butt pack is more than enough of a replacement for the assault pack in most loadouts. Third, the butt pack can be used as an assault pack and in conjunction with an assault pack to carry all of the things you might need for a 3-day pack. Here you see the Helicon Tex EDC pack, and it has 21 liters of capacity added to the 15.5 liters of capacity with the Nixieworks butt pack, and you get 36.5 liters. And I want you to compare that to the typical 37 liters that you normally get on a larger backpack, a 3-day pack, if you will. Not to mention the fact that the Nixieworks Lightfighter rig also has additional storage in other pouches as well that can be used. Last and not least, you can use a larger pack with this if you are just hell-bent on doing so. For situations where you must pack everything and the kitchen sink, I want to show you, watch this video right here. You can see me, and I am modeling a Kelty Map 3500 backpack, a 37-liter backpack. You can see it's stuffed full. You can see there's no issues. It rests nice right on top of that butt pack. Yes, you might have to take 2 extra seconds to adjust the straps to make sure everything fits perfectly, but there's no issues. To further that, here is a 511 Rush 24 backpack, another 37-liter backpack. Again, I've got it stuffed full so that you can see how it hangs. It sits right above the butt pack of the Nixieworks. And when you combine these 37-liter packs with the 15.5 that's already in the butt pack of the Nixieworks, you get a whopping 52.5 liters of capacity. And I don't know what all you need. I mean, gosh, I don't have that much in my whole room at home. So, you know, that should get everything and the kitchen sink for you guys that are just obsessing over having to have a backpack. People always forget. Don't forget. There are other pouches on this too, and you don't have to pack every one of them full. You can move some of your items from one pouch to the next and spread the weight out and distribute it evenly across the belt if you wish. What are the pros to this backpack? It's exceptionally comfortable. The shoulder straps are comfy. They're nice and cushy. The adjustable front belt buckle helps when, you know, you have on different layers of clothing. Maybe you wear more layers in the winter and fewer layers in the summer. You can adjust that. You can adjust that on the fly. For those that get all obsessed about things dangling, you can tuck those straps away. It's not really that difficult. Just use your imagination, guys. Another advantage is that some of these side pouches can hold 5 extra mags. So not only do I have the 2 triple mag pouches, that's 6 mags that I'm carrying, but I could carry an additional 5 mags without much effort at all. Another advantage to the Nixieworks Lightfighter rig is the fact that everything is in one spot. It's not getting in the way. You don't have straps on top of straps or anything like that. You've got a really nice, succinct package. You've got proven design. You know, we've got 200 plus years of military history where we were using some sort of a waste pack to tote ammunition and a small amount of sustainables. There are some cons to this pack, and let's go over some of those cons. Con number 1, so many internet tough guys tell you that you must have a sidearm in case you have to transition from your rifle. And while that might be true in CQB, it's not always true in open field combat. However, let's give that credence, and as you can see, there's just no room on an LBE for a oh wait, there is room for you to put a makeshift pistol pouch here. I used an AR-15 mag pouch with Molly on the front, and since the Nixieworks is made with Molly, it made a very nice makeshift pistol pouch. The second con that many people might talk about is the fact that there's just no way on a belt kit that you're going to have a quick reload magazine that you need, like for example in CQB and some other really bad spots, where you need a mag now. And as you can see from the Nixieworks, there's just no place to put a mag pouch. Oh, wait. As you can see here, I have affixed a mag pouch using the Molly that the Nixieworks comes in and putting the pouch on top of it. The third con that you're going to hear from most people is the fact that LBE kits just don't go well together with fixed blade knives or other things that you need to affix to a belt that you might carry otherwise if you just had, say, for example, a battle belt or a war belt or something like that. So as you can see here, I just don't have it. Wait. I've got attached a fixed blade knife as well, both for sustainment and work as well as a last resort in a fight. How could I attach that knife? Well, since the Nixieworks has Molly, you know the rest. Let's wrap things up on this review. What do I think about the Nixieworks Lightfighter LBE kit? Man, this is the best kit I've ever purchased. I have never gotten the right combination of chest rig, battle belt, and or rucksack. It just never has worked. And to be honest, I was very, very skeptical of this kit. However, I purchased this with my own money. They are not paying me to say this. And I reviewed it, and I put it to work, and I put it to work in training environments for the better part of 6 full months before I even considered making this video. So what you're seeing here is the culmination, the result of 6 months of work of putting this through the paces in all sorts of climates, rain, snow, you name it, and just really coming out ahead and really liking this rig. So what do I give it? I give it 5 out of 5 stars, 2 thumbs up. This rig is good to go. I highly recommend that you pick one up from Nixieworks. And the neat thing is they come in a multitude of different colors, so you can pick the color you like and go with whatever kind of gear that you prefer. Folks, do you think I left something out? Leave me a comment. Is there something else you'd like to add? Again, leave me a comment. Hit like, hit subscribe, click that notification bell. That way you'll know when the new Patriot Training videos are dropped. And I must remind you, you don't have to be a patriot to train, but you do have to train if you want to be a patriot. Take care.